Allegedly.
Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
out of
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
Yeah.
This is a fist
Fuck
hump.
yeah.
Just going through the motions. You're probably right. Let's just get it over and done. All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall.
10
If you
grand.
still don't come up with anything, come find me, and we'll talk it out. 2 heads are always better
I've
than
got more
one.
money than you all. Do you know how much I've got? I've got 10 grand.
Look at this junk.
Yeah, I'll show you my garage.
It's not my job to pick through other people's trash.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me show you my garage first.
What have you got, Phelps? Anything?
Alright, let's see if I can get. Yeah, one of my crew brothers is modded, I think.
I tell you, I'm jinxed. I always get landed with this crap. Jesus. Cole, come take a look at this. We're never gonna find it. It's a waste of time.
No good to me. I doubt it.
I'm gonna snip it to my
Let's
garage.
go, Ralph. When I'm done.
Angie's fast as fuck. The only car I won't sell, Banshee is fastest car in the game. They've knowned it down though. The Banshee, they've knowned it down. Apparently, used to be faster. The Banshee is supposed to be the fastest car in the game. Yeah, I raced
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Are they both
Sheldon.
modders?
Courtney Sheldon. I'm only in second year, Doctor. They fast-tracked me a year because of my experience during the war.
Ah,
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be?
Lauren and
I
Artie.
would say yes.
No, I just said that. Wait, no,
Given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways
Check
to
out man's
unlock
garage,
the mind
innit?
through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and
.63.
therapy are
Mine's worse than
powerful.
.63.
In the right hands,
Mine's what?
Sheriff.
Mine's .46.
I've been to visit
Mine's
some of the guys at the
.46.
VA hospital. A good friend of mine. So far away.
Hey, since
You went through
Since
a lot together.
fucking
Yes.
since when do we have 41 fucking crew
Give me
members?
his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon. And your penance, for your friend's help, is to come and work at one
What?
of them in your spare time. With what little spare time a medical student
Shut
has.
up.
Is that
Just because you got fucking
I
modern
can't
money,
thank you enough.
I'm not
I've been on
promising
GTA
a
in 2
cure,
months.
Courtney.
Whoa,
I
no,
want you to remember
whoa, glitch
Every
money. Shut
physician
up.
has patients
Just-
that he
just-
cannot hope
ju-
to cure,
ju-
for
just
whom
leave it.
He can only smooth the path to death.
Yeah, Ford Shelby.
Dr.
Apparently, it was
Fontaine,
his brother.
could I have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great...
Yeah, but he uses the lorry though because it's more than one hit. That's why he used it. That's why I always use it because he told me to use it. We got a new crew tag. Oh, Chucky. Yeah, we had a crew tag. Madonna. No, not not Madonna. It was Rihanna with 2 middle fingers up and Rockstar Bandit. Now we've got Chucky. Yeah, making me jealous. Just shush. I can't sell the Wagner anyway because I got it at a friend's give cost to friends collection. It says you cannot sell the below cars over 50 or something. You know what? Fuck it. I'm about to sell all these cars. Fuck my Sultan. Well, Scooby. No, I'll sell the ones I don't want. True.
Mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr...
Sheldon. Or Courtney Sheldon. I'm only in second year.
Man's got the Jester.
They
Oh
fast-tracked me a
dear.
year
Oh dear.
because of my experience during the war.
Oh dear.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
It's a nice car, but
Battle
it's just a
fatigue
Jester
and
indeed.
collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances.
What, the Sultan RS?
Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Ship.
Well, let's go do it then.
I've been to visit some of the guys at the VA hospital.
How have you got so many SUVs? You like Mako when that fucking Sam's Glitch came out. Got all these SUVs gold.
Yes, doctor.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon.
You all didn't know that though. Me and Mako, Sam, and that before I even met all you lot. You got this is my fault. My favorite kind of game. It's slow as fuck, but this is my favorite kind of game.
I can't thank you
Hands
enough.
down.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients
It's slow though.
he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
I like that orange. That orange looks nice. Why the fuck have you just gone and put off-roading tyres on it? Alright, that just ruins... It doesn't actually. The tuner ones give you more grip than the off-roading ones. That's what one of our crew members did, just stopped his old garage with oppressors and then realised he couldn't sell them. Fucking hell, look at my white head. I don't want a white head. See, I don't like how people call these... See, I don't... Yeah. Oh, Mako.
I don't think so.
Good.
I don't think this is going to help us.
Oh, Mako. Where's he gone? Why's my car door open?
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
In me, all these, just these Assault and RS headlights look always
How the
like
hell
it's
did
angry.
you see that?
Reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right, don't hurt yourself.
Oi, Mako. 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 What do you need for that Assault and RS glitch? I know you need the Assault and RS, but what, like, storage do you need? Do you need the vehicle storage? I can do it then.
What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
Peak.
Smith & Wesson, serial
Few of you.
S71893. Two rounds fired, and instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here.
Fuck it, let's go do it.
Guy.
Someone comes, I'll fucking come out the fucking MOC and blow them the fuck up. Well, shoot them the fuck up and blow them up.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here. Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
They haven't changed much for this LA Noir, have they? They haven't changed much for the LA Noir.
Yeah, let's go fucking kill someone. Oh, man cannot drift.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson. Model 27, registered
Oh,
Magnum.
fuck. Oh,
Chambered
shit.
for 357. Nickel-plated with pearl
Yeah, I am
grips.
fucking blind.
Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
Aha. Oh, yeah. Stop in betweening. Not to be offensive, but what would you do that with?
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder.
No fucking way. No, actually fucking way.
46.
He's back online.
Thanks, you've been a big
Find a fucking Lee, Alex.
Always
He's
happy to help out the
GTA's been
LAPD.
fucked.
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a
GTA's
penny, in
been
for a
fucked.
pound. Lead the way, Gunga Din.
You remember Alex Folman? He also got you out the glitch. He's the one that got you out the glitch. Javier and shit. I don't think you will. Oh, look who's in the
Now,
sunscreen.
that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. And 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps. Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
Slow down!
Schroeder, apartment 2.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this. Prancing around and...
Ralph, you all right?
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm going to take a look around. List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Sorry.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247.
What's he sorry for? Was Matthew working?
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now
Matthew
before I
working.
lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
I didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps. Kelso.
Merrill. Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop. A thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. But the force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identifying code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from 14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger KGPL. 14 Adam on route.
Make it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it.
Find some cover! LAPD, put down your... Stay in cover! Get in cover!
We don't know how many are in there. Take it slow. That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear. Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. I'm glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
Cooking, yeah. We sort of stuff laying in the kitchen.
This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime,
There's no lights on. You might think, oh.
I have to grasp it.
You have to survive at first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer Syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole. Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. In my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that, Paul. Wendell Bauer.
I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Wendell Bowers! Stop! LSPD!
You can go screw yourselves.
Why, you... Watch it! He's hiding in the alley! Bowers! Hold it right there!
Stop now or I will shoot. I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, son! Watch your fire!
Don't want to do this, Wendell. Get down from there right now.
Give it up, Wendell!
Stay the hell away from me!
You've got to be kidding!
You fucking asked for it. There's no way I'm going back inside. I've done my time.
It's over, Bowers!
You assholes already screwed me once.
Give it up, Bowers! There's nowhere left to go!
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves. Come on then.
How you doing, Wendell? Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
Broad daylight, a crowded street. Now I've seen everything. C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
All right, yes, it's a dead...
FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
Officer, please tell me what's going on.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
This guy in the crowd thinks he saw something, Cole. You better take a statement.
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run into the shoe store.
I'm going to memorize your name and throw my head away.
Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. If you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her. All right. Yes, it's a dead person.
Can I help you, sir?
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
Don't you fucking dare.
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
You're lying, Miss Galetta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Your pearl earrings, Miss Galetta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying. And tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God! I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield. Broadway, between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
You're making me angry, Miss Galetta. Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Galetta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
I need you to concentrate, Miss Galetta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then 3 very quickly, close together. 5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
cool.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Caillou. Edgar Caillou was his name. Thing looks like it'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
Do you know where we can find Mr. Caillou?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Officer needs help, 103.
Are you cooking?
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Caillou?
No. Mr. Caillou is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Stop running.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go! Caillou, get back here!
He wants a 5-star, goddamn.
Too late, Caillou! The cannibals finished off eating the clown and said, "That was funny too."
What was that?
Don't make it worse, Caillou!
What are we waiting for?
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never saw. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time, and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. You followed Everett Gage and a girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Oh yeah. Oh, don't make me angry now. Yeah. Who's not talking?
Didn't I ask for a lawyer? Shouldn't you be on the phone, officer?
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony's gonna stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Let's change the subject.
You can watch it on Facebook.
You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
is it coming up on your Facebook?
Usually does.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy putt snatcher? You and that stump Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just, Officer Phelps. Isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, Boyle. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Trying to remember the questions, man. It's a nightmare.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
No, I'm playing LA Noir.
That's Biggs.
Rockstar
He's an
game.
institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even
LA
approved the
Noir.
money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years
Yeah.
before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner,
I'm
Stefan
trying to remember the
Burkowski.
questions.
Heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
Oh,
I'm here to
he's
learn,
doing
Detective.
YouTube, man.
He's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Who's intense?
The newly minted detective here, Cole
What?
Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of
There's
L.A.
somebody
is his
watching
audience.
me. Oh, is you watching me?
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out.
I think it's dinner.
And now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for
It's done,
Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow,
I do know,
Phelps.
aren't you?
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
an order, Phelps.
What the hell?
Phelps is one of only two
he
serving
say?
LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why are you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Bukowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right?
Okay, can it, guys? Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm going to start you out with one case. You do okay, I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out.
Come on, Phelps.
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got this test. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
You know this place? Sure. Near the old gas works and Signo Depot in the warehouse district. I'll direct.
All units of 459
So,
just occurred at
tell me a little about yourself, Phelps.
Any unit to
Are we
handle
friends
code
now,
2
Bukowski?
identified.
We have to work together. Don't be so touchy.
I grew up in San Francisco. My father was in shipping. Went to college at Stanford. Did 2 years ROTC before Marine OCS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early '45 as a first lieutenant and fought in the Okinawa campaign. I was wounded, shipped back home. Did a year on the beat. Now I'm here.
So you won the Silver Star.
I don't want to talk about it.
Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa.
No.
You were up there all night, draped in the flag, knife between your teeth, gun at the ready.
Finished?
The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you.
I did my part, Bukowski. What did you do?
I kept the streets of L.A. safe for the people.
Yeah. Now I get it. Unfit for service.
Now, fuck you, Phelps. I earned a bravery citation during the Zuda riots.
Sounds like you had it rough.
I did my job.
No one is saying you didn't.
I did 6 years as a patrolman.
That's the third time you've told me.
All units of 459 just occurred at 6th and Sarah's. Any unit to handle code 2 identified.
Up on the roof, officer. He has a mask on his face. I caught sight when he shoved past me, but be careful. I saw him waving a gun.
Give it up now. Take it easy on yourself.
Get the hell away from me!
What's your rush?
Ah! Hurry. You can still catch him.
Are we going to make a bargain or what?
Put the weapon down now. You want to back off right now.
That you, Bukowski? Go on through. Parking lot straight ahead.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stick.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
It does. You actually watch it though.
This is your first case, Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stumped. If you don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out.
Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the coroner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped a full Broderick, but no stiff as yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right. We'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
I better get back to work, sir. Nice day for it.
How long you gonna keep me here, sir?
I better get back to work.
The brand name might give us something to go on.
How's the world looking?
Always the same two of you find. How about you?
I've got a mystery sample waiting at the lab. Practical joker station.
Not much help.
I guess.
Not sure this means much. Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday?
Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood. Stenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it.
happier times, I guess. "32 years old, married. Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here?" Doc?
Detective Phelps. What have we got?
A lot of blood for a blunt force injury. The victim must be in a very bad way.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
What's that?
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
In the party.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regularly, so it kind of stood out.
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was going to steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
620 Bunker Hill Avenue. You know where that is?
Behind Bunker Hill. A couple blocks north of Central Station.
You're a goddamn menace!
So, what do we tell the wife?
We play it by the book. There's no stiff yet, so let's see how it plays out.
Any Central unit of 415, possible mental case. At 7th and Flower, unit to handle code 3 identified.
Could be a car theft gone wrong. Make Black drive somewhere lonely, then give him a tap.
But why leave the car?
Well, Obviously, someone got a little heavy-handed.
It's the wrong way around.
Well, how so, genius?
Where is Adrian? If you've gone to all the trouble to steal the car, and it goes wrong, you leave the body behind, not the car.
You got something there, Phelps. It doesn't add up. You read about the guy on the crossing yesterday?
No, what happened?
Over on Lincoln Avenue. This guy's driving along and his oil light comes on. He stops the car and gets out. He pops the hood and...
He's on a rail crossing.
Oh, you got it. He's got his head under there checking the oil, and the Southern Pacific Freight slams into his car doing 90 miles an hour. The car came to a rest more than a mile down the track.
What a pointless waste of life.
You'll get plenty of blood and guts and mindless stupidity working traffic, Phelps. And who needs a Second Amendment when we'll give a goddamn fool the license to get behind the wheel of an automobile?
If it's a kidnapping, why leave the victim's ID? If it's a murder, why leave the car? The evidence doesn't add up.
Free lesson, Phelps. Evidence will only get you so far. You ask me, the whole thing feels hinky as hell.
What I wouldn't give to have your powers of intuition, Mikowski.
Don't worry, kid. Keep watching the master and you'll get there one day.
Let's go introduce ourselves.
Yeah, I got saved. I bought Save the World edition though.
No good at this shoulder to cry on.
It's better than Battle Royale, by far. Yeah, I played it. I didn't really like it.
Where you going, Phelps?
Yeah, it was.
This is the place.
No use leaving the thing half finished.
Mm.
That can't be right. No, that won't work. So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
Don't think this is anything.
Just a minute.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh, no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window, at the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on. Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
Used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house. Separate bedrooms, separate pictures. What gives here? To my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting. This must be Adrian's. Stencil, so the glasses are a match. Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home? Maybe Adrian was a patron. R&I should have an address. I wonder if someone in the house bought this unit knowing how they would use the parts. This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Lie down, make yourself comfortable. So, you're a friend of Courtney's?
Yes, Doctor.
He seems very concerned about you.
I have these visions. These blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head. My skull, it feels like it's in a vice.
I'm going to give you something to calm your nerves. want to take you on a journey back. I want you to remember the good things about your past, occasions that made you laugh, times that made you smile.
So what are you guys playing? Any good? The fuck, man.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thanks.
I'm all right now, detectives.
Doesn't give me anything to go on. We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there?
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
So nothing out of the usual then?
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They looked terrible. Are you trying to find my husband?
I'm trying to think now which questions I go for.
Please, hurry. My husband might be injured.
Don't you just hate it when you're trying to think on the answers of what it used to be?
Are you trying to find my husband?
Bring the photograph. So much here.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
There's plenty to tell. You just won't tell it. You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
You're incredibly rude and insensitive. But I guess you know that. I've told you what I know about the picture.
What about Nicole, Mrs. Black? Was your husband going to leave you for her?
I've seen the photo frame. He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense these things. I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows.
I think lying.
I only want to know that he's safe.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? Oh, what an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Please do, Detective.
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type. But stranger things have happened.
Dull as dishwater. I'm not with him for the conversation.
You can drive.
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
You looking for someone?
Would you recommend the special, miss?
What's that?
Whatever kind of look you were going for, you missed. That cherry pie was
Frank Morgan?
Who's asking?
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know him.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break. Hey, thanks. I'm glad we cleared that up.
goddamn Harry thinks he could get fresh whenever he pleases.
I can't decide between the tuna fish and the chicken.
What's that? Better.
Try to keep up, Stefan.
On my way.
You want a drink or not?
He's dull as dishwater. I'm not with him for the conversation.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
What, this? Yeah, I think okay.
You're lying, Morgan. You were there.
Everything right.
And you're talking out your ass, detective. How about you prove I was out at that rail yard?
You were there, Morgan. We found a receipt in the trunk of the car. It has your name on it. We can call the slaughter yard and nail you on it.
All right already. That fool Adrian's fallen for some dame in Seattle. He wanted me to make it look like he'd been attacked.
Where exactly is Black holed up?
No idea. I think he took off for Seattle.
I'm tired of your shtick, Morgan. Spill it, or we take you out in the alley and we knock it out of you.
He's holed up at my place. He's waiting for some money to come through before he blows town.
An address?
It's an apartment house at the corner of Temple and Figueroa. Apartment number 2.
I think that's all. Thanks for your help, Morgan. We appreciate it.
Hey, I'm just glad I could help. I love cops.
Cuff him, let him go. It's up to you, Phelps. There's no way I'm writing this idiot up.
I can't decide between the tuna fish and the chicken.
You got Morgan's address? Let's get over to his apartment.
Want a tip? Put my coffee back in
Can you drive to this one?
Do we know where we're going?
KGPL calling car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Message from Technical Services. Blood found in the abandoned lake. The PE freight depot is not human. Repeat, not human. Compositional analysis reveals.
Oh, yeah, so you've just been doing a heist, have you
Roger,
prick?
KGPL. Time to reel this guy in, Phelps.
I need money, man. For command center. I'll tell you how much I got right now, but I'm on letting you out. Kicking backside on this.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on.
Are you all busy, or?
Apartment 2.
Help you, gentlemen?
LAPD detectives, Mr. Black. You're under arrest.
Look, I'm really sorry about this. I never tried to hurt anyone. I just needed to get away from L.A. I won't put up a struggle. Just let me get my things.
I knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
There's no point running, Adrian. Mr. Black, get back here right now. It's over, Adrian.
Stop right there, Adrian.
Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
I thought it would be easier.
No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're going to lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department. Okay, we're going to keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. PR is one Oswald Jacobs says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good, get going.
The thing was, he was a really nice guy. I felt lousy tolerating him.
Better go earn our pathetic wages. Rimsky, O'Halloran. Intelligence has information on a stolen car racket.
An abandoned vehicle. Catch all the good ones, huh, Phelps?
Yeah, okay.
Sounds like there's more to it than that. Nobody dumps a shiny new Packard unless they borrowed it without asking.
You don't say. You're on fire today, Einstein.
Very funny.
Come on, my intense protege. Let's go save the world.
You were smoking a cigarette in the other room.
I need a drink. I got the gun.
No entiendo.
Can I post his bail?
Keep talking. Someday you'll say something intelligent.
If you can fake sincerity, you got it made.
Say, do you fellas need me to stick around much longer?
She wants a 5-star goddamn way.
Are you going to release me now?
That's the guy. I heard he's an honest cop. Now there's an oxymoron for you. This guy's got a screw loose.
So now you want me to lie?
Sí, de verdad, yes. You left at midnight, correct?
One of these days.
This is your automobile, correct?
Where's a phone?
One little twist. She was 13 if she was a day.
I used to be indecisive. Now, I'm not so sure.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desperate. Can you get me a coffee?
Guy gave his wife a cat. I said, all's fair in love and war.
I'm no hood. I'm a crooner. Is that a crime? Yeah, okay. You see my mother?
What the hell? Perdón, señor. Does this mean I lose my license?
That bum took a swipe at me. I put him down with my sap.
If you can fake sincerity, you got it made.
What the hell is the LAPD up to these days?
You hear about Adrian? Broad in Seattle threw him out. The wife says she's going to take him back.
Women generally show more compassion.
What are you talking about? Adrian dumped on her. He was humping the secretary. Margaret should show some pride.
Pride comes before a fall, Bukowski. I'm talking from experience. Phelps, traffic.
I'm Officer Houlihan. The car's down the alleyway, detectives.
We got a call about an abandoned vehicle.
Yes, sir. The car has flags. Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle.
Has anyone touched this vehicle since you arrived?
No. And that Jacobs bird over there was on station before I got here.
We'll talk with him in a moment. Give us some time to look the place over.
Sure, take your time. He's a sore-headed old son of a bitch anyway.
It's owned by the Argentinian embassy. Empty. Doesn't tell me anything.
Combination wrench. Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs.
This doesn't pertain to the case. So? For what now? I'm just doing this thing, I'll be on it then. You can give me a bit more notice, man.
Badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Yeah.
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanics workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
Got it. Thanks for your help.
Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. The car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse.
Well, I gotta pay the...
I got friends who work at the Examiner. How about $5 for the exclusive?
Oswald Jacobs?
That's right.
What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyways, last night I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
Can you tell us what they were doing?
Using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not.
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
You went out to the car. Once they were gone, you had to take a look for yourself.
I was curious. Ain't no law against that. So what if I took a look around that car? You can't be accusing me of nothing.
Tell me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
You look like the kind of guy who notices details.
You're right there. The car was old, but it looked brand new. Candy apple red paint job stands out a mile.
What exactly did you see them take?
They was working on the tires. That's all that was took.
Right. So what did you take, Jacobs? Do you want my partner to pat you down?
I found a notebook in the glove compartment. I was going to show you. It's on the chair on my porch.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Jacobs. You can speak to Officer Thibault about signing a formal statement.
When you get the car out of the way, maybe you could come back and do something about those kids.
Well, how about we bring you an umpire's mask?
Okay, so we have the owner of the vehicle, a degenerate. I'll run John Madsen by R&I. Contact details on a William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure.
Yeah, I'm into Millennium Stadium tomorrow. It's fucking gonna be a joke.
Phelps, badge 1247.
Security.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you put me through to Michigan 2458, please?
Connecting you now.
I don't know who's playing. I'm just working, bro.
LAPD, ma'am. Can I speak to John Madsen, please?
He's at school, officer. What's this about? Is he in trouble?
I'd be off on the
How old is
games.
your boy, ma'am?
Just turned 16.
No.
Wrong person, Mrs. Madsen. Sorry to disturb you.
If I bump into him, I'll fucking deck him.
There's just one message for you, Detective. A four-door Packard diplomatic license
Got in my fucking party chat, fucking talking shit to my mates.
was reported missing this morning by Juan Francisco Valdez.
Could you have him brought in?
He's already here at Central, Detective.
And he's even on my fucking friend list.
As he calls it.
Thanks. Can you get a message to Captain Leary? Tell him we'll be in as soon as we can.
Sir?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can you cordon off this lot until we have the vehicle impounded?
Yes, sir, Detective.
We'll follow up on the owner. Get a statement from Jacob.
Yeah, I'll do it on my mod account, without doubt. Because I could buy any apartments, can't I? Yeah.
We can visit the Packard dealership or head back to Central and interview this Valdez character. Your call. This has got to be the 50th abandoned vehicle call we have caught this year. One more, and I'm going to go crazy.
Not your favorite cases?
You kidding me? This is barely even police work. Of all the bad guys in this city, we get lumped with the ones who can't even be bothered to keep what they steal.
What I'm going to do, finish this case off, then I'll join in.
All units, officer needs help. 333 South Main Street. 333 South Main Street. Officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
What's that?
That's the guy. I heard he's an honest cop. Now that's an oxymoron for you.
Where the fuck is he going?
Don't tell me, let me guess. You were making your way past the lot, caught sight of the new model 4-door, and couldn't help yourself. You could see yourself in that car and just had to take a closer look. Well, I can't say as I blame you.
LAPD, Mac. We'd like to speak with the owner.
That's me, William Dewey, proprietor, at your service.
We're investigating the theft of a Packard belonging to the Argentine embassy. Are you missing a combination wrench?
I don't know, Detective, but I know how we can find out. Follow me. We keep all our tools in here.
Mind if we look around?
Be my guest. You sure you guys aren't interested in a new car? Huh? Maybe a used car. I have some nice used cars for guys in your wage bracket.
Why don't you give us some alone time, Dewey? Go sell some cars or whatever it is that you do here.
That's not right. Wrong size. No. One left.
Gabriel Delgado is missing a 3/4.
Nope. Maybe if... No. Probably nothing.
I bet a broad's been driving this auto. The clutch is a mess.
Nothing significant. Junk.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
Boys, if you have nothing to do, I have a few cars you could wash. How does 10 cents a car sound?
A wrench from this dealership was used to strip the wheels from a Packard last night, Mr. Dewey. A couple of Hispanics were seen taking parts.
We've had a spate of thefts ourselves. Comes with the location. Thieving bastards will steal anything the minute your back is turned. Hey, don't be too hasty. Can I interest you in a new Packard, detective?
Packards are great cars, but this doesn't look like the kind of place favored by foreign embassies. How do you know Valdez?
I don't know Valdez. The embassy bought the car. All I know is he must know a quality car when he sees one.
I'm trying to fucking read their fucking faces on here. It's a fucking joke, mate. Can't fucking fat bastard give me a fucking clue. I think you're...
And I know a shyster when I see one. You and Valdez are in this together.
Shit.
Me and Valdez? I hardly know him. Valdez wouldn't wipe his shoes with me.
We found your contact details in Valdez's notebook. He had to be calling you for something, Dewey.
Okay.
He's a
So I
nightmare,
met
ain't he?
Valdez in a bar. We cut a deal, and he bought the car through the embassy. I cut him some change on the side. It happens all the time.
Where can we find Delgado?
I don't know. He sure as hell isn't here.
Address, Dewey, or my partner shoves her head in a car door.
Okay, all right. Apartment 3, 103 Hill Street. And tell him from me, if he ever shows his face around here again, I'm going to kick his butt from here to Kingdom Come.
A wrench from this dealership was used to strip the wheels from a Packard last night, Mr. Dewey. A couple of Hispanics were seen taking parts.
We've had a spate of thefts ourselves. Comes with the location. Thieving bastards will steal anything the minute your back is turned.
What are you hiding, Dewey? Spill it. You don't want the LAPD getting too interested in this place.
So I hire a few illegals. It's cheaper than hiring returning GIs. They have less attitude. Downside is they're a little light-fingered.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Dewey.
No problem. God damn that kid. I'm just an honest car salesman. Seems like you just don't know who you can trust these days.
Going to movies, Dewey. You're missing your calling. We really ought to take more time over the Packard, Phelps. Let's head back.
Yeah. Can you hear me? You can't hear me? You take the piss or what? Let's quick game. Are you sure you want to exit? All unsaved progress will be lost. What? Oh, fuck's sake. I hate that when you do a fucking mission and it's gonna lose it. How can I save it, man, without losing it? Something I don't know if you fucking doing it, it's losing it. Because trying to get the right questions, man, is a nightmare.
You know the way. You can drive.
Where are we going?
I'm trying to drive these cars, a fucking joke, mate. Have you ever played it?
You read this story in the Examiner about the Navy developing three-dimensional movies?
The cars are light as fuck,
What's a
man.
dimension? You know, like a graph. Vertical axis is Y and horizontal is X.
Well, that's clear as mud.
Third dimension would be Z. So things would be popping out of the screen.
That's ridiculous. You scare people out of the theater. What in God's name would want that?
I don't know. People scoffed at the idea of talkies in color, and look what we have now.
Fucking map, it take me on a fucking wild goose chase. Yeah, I'm going there now. Funny enough. If you can't save it, it's stupid, isn't it? Where the fuck's the checkpoints? Oh. What bunkers? Fuck off.
Heavens to Betsy.
Oh my god. Can't Scoob get this fucking done and saved, man. Sir?
Do we have a Juan Francisco Valdez in for questioning?
60%.
Sure do, Phelps. Your bird's an interview, too. And get this, he's wearing gloves and doing his best not to touch anything. Can you beat that?
Sounds like we don't want to keep this guy waiting. It's this way.
Can you get me a coffee?
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case was thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
About time. Are you the senior officer I requested?
I'm Detective Phelps, and this is Detective Bukowski.
Have you any idea how long I've been waiting to speak with you? I am needed back at the consulate, and you keep me here like a common criminal.
All right, friend. Let's take a deep breath and start all over again.
Mr. Valdez.
Consul General. I insist on my full title.
Where did you purchase the car?
My secretary and driver arranged the purchase. A disreputable place, Dewey Brothers by name. As soon as I can have it arranged, I will have my Hispano Suiza brought up from Buenos Aires.
Bought a Packard, Valdez? A snob like you doesn't drive an American car. I want answers or I'll smack you around the teeth.
William Dewey offered me a substantial bribe to make a purchase at his establishment. It is not unusual to make this kind of transaction in the civil service.
Don't tell that to the Argentine taxpayers.
Consul General, we have located your car. Can you tell us how it was stolen?
It must have been stolen from the consular garage. Terribly inconvenient, of course. I want the perpetrator soundly flogged.
Unfortunately, we don't do that here, Your Worship.
You have a pretty good idea who stole the car, don't you, Consul General? Are you going to tell me, or do I shake it out of you?
There's no call for violence. I suspect a disgruntled boy from the car dealership.
You have a name for this kid?
Gabriel, like the archangel. I have no surname.
So tell us about this kid, Gabriel. You had a run-in with him?
Mecánico. A presumptuous young man who did not know his place. He presumed to ask me questions.
We do a lot of presuming here in the United States, Consul General. It comes with the turf.
You fuck young boys, Valdez.
Are you a madman? This will cause an international incident.
Danny, Ben, Miguel, Tristan, and Teddy. Full lips. Ring any bells?
I'm sure we can come to some arrangement.
Gabriel, spill it.
A beautiful but impertinent boy. I mentioned rendezvous and the young man went quite insane. I thought he was going to kill me. I was prepared to pay.
We'll be in touch, Consul General.
Let's nail this kid Delgado and wrap this thing up.
Mouthpiece sort of strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
What the hell is the LAPD up to these
Finished with Valdez.
Thank God. I'll get rid of him in a couple of hours.
That bum took a swipe at me. I put him down with my sack.
You really think I'm gonna squeal?
Find the goddamn evidence.
Right. Options. No, I don't want to redo that. Blog. But right. I don't think there's a fucking seatbelt on this, is there? No, it's not. I'm just fucking quitting anyway.